Good evening, and welcome to the St. Petersburg By Night podcasting network. Tonight, we present to you our Vampire the Masquerade chronicle, Don't Get Caught.
Welcome to another St. Pete by Night revamped production. The following is rated for mature audiences and may contain graphic themes that will be distressing to some viewers. As always, we recommend you ensure the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you at all times. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the St. Pete by Night Twitch channel, where we play St. Petersburg by Night, a massive multiplayer tabletop role-playing game set in the world of darkness. We play Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and Werewolf the Apocalypse. My name is Crafty Mirage, also known as Nikki. You can find me on all social media at Crafty Mirage, and I am one of the storytellers here at St. Pete by Night. Make sure to check out St. Pete by Night on all major social media platforms. We are on Twitter, we are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, we are on YouTube. But where you really should check us out is on our website, stpbynight.com, because we have amazing content over there. We have our stream schedule, we have our storyteller profiles, and we have our threat meter, which kind of connects all of our chaotic coteries and hunter cells and werewolf packs into one conglomerate that affects the overall setting and kind of interactively screw each other over a little bit. It's fun. If you aren't already a subscriber here on Twitch, you should go ahead and hit that follow button and catch up on our past episodes. And if you're interested in playing with us, you should come and join our Discord server and be a part of our amazing community. Today we are playing Don't Get Caught, one of our chronicles here on St. Pete by Night. Let's introduce our players, starting with...
Hi, I am Izumi, and I play Avery the Bruja.
And I'm Judikael, and I'll be playing Gwendael, the corporate gangrel.
Krazaz, I'm playing Rex Elias, the Nosferatu.
I'm Jay. I'm playing Valerie Monet, wonderful adventurer who's going through it, thugging it out right now.
All right. So last session we left off in the aftermath of the Coterie's meeting with Sebastian de Leon. He had taken over the... He had basically ghoul-napped, is a word I would like to use, ghoul-napped Gwendael's ghoul Nyx, and was holding her hostage until such a time as the Coterie could complete the seemingly impossible task set before them, which was to steal back the $50 million worth of cocaine that was lost to the cartel head baron of Tarpon Springs. The Coterie gathered together to discuss options for potentially getting back these very hard to reach assets when advised by Valerie's ghoul River to take a week to reach out to contacts, to reach out to resources, and to better determine the best way to potentially go about this task that was set upon them. A week later, we have gathered tonight at the Coterie Haven at the Sponge Docks, a nice little residential home on the corner of the territory assigned to them, where the kindred have gathered tonight so they can perhaps discuss what they have learned throughout the week and what resources and tools they have available to them to potentially set forth and take on this monumental task. So I will ask for my kindred to please give me your rouse checks.
This is where it goes wrong.
Oh, you're fine.
You mean
The
right?
rouse checks.
Ooh,
Oh my god,
yeah.
I made one.
Failed one for Rex. That's unusual.
I passed.
Me and Rex swap places for the day.
Yay!
I
No.
normally-
No. Oh, okay. Here we go.
We also now have a comprehensive guide on our St. Pete by Night website on how the dice bot works.
Wow. Wow. Such a good night.
All right.
I love it.
Oh, okay. So, you guys are all gathered at at the Coterie Haven. You have reconvened to discuss what you have learned throughout the week. The scene is yours.
Hmm.
Now, I do have a question. I know we made that roll in between sessions of the idea of what we're going to do, like the suggestion that I came up with. Is
Mhm.
that would that said in between sessions, or should I say
No,
it now?
that is basically the rolls throughout the week were info packets that you solely got. So you have to disseminate all this information amongst each other now. I give them dossiers throughout, like in between sessions, so that way they have information to bring back to the Coterie.
Yeah. I suppose if we're all just sitting down, relaxing, Valerie would just kind of. So, what have any important information? Anything important that any of you have gotten in between the weeks here, in the week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before we start that,
Mm-hmm.
where is the music box? I am going to find this thing.
The music box is very special because this music box tends to appear and disappear and then play music and then don't play music. So, it's a bit
Yeah,
random
you've all
magic. Yeah, I
you've
do.
all gotten your songs.
Well, I think it's going to be more efficient if you buy a MP3 player or something like that. Then,
I want to know what it plays for me.
well, Izumi, you gotta be strong because sometimes in
Avery.
life you don't. Avery, sorry,
Go
Izumi was.
Go ahead and give me a wits and awareness or investigation, your choice, to see if you can find the music box.
It's awareness.
Maybe I can help. Just.
Yeah, if you want to offer the help action.
Yes, I'm going to help Avery.
And help.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You get an
here.
additional dice for looking for the music box.
cool.
Yeah, go.
I will. You got to set it up.
Fight Club team. Come on.
So you find the music box, Avery.
4 successes.
You find it actually just
That's my girl.
you find it in the restroom actually, just sitting on the bathroom counter. This
Mhm.
music box that seemingly just decides to move places throughout the house. But the music box is on the counter and you have found it.
I'm going to bring it back out to the living room and open it up.
Okay. So you open it and you hear the song Poison from the recent show Has Been Hotel, but done in a lullaby format.
So it's not Alice Cooper.
Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much.
Okay.
It's Poison from Has Been Hotel.
All right.
A very recently released song.
Is that the one that everyone's going on about?
Yes.
Okay.
think it is.
And then I know what it is.
It's very fitting for your situation, though.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Okay. All right. I'm going to just close it.
All right, so
Put it on a counter somewhere.
Are you satisfied now? Is
Yes.
yeah,
I
Music's
don't feel left
box
out
is
anymore.
Yeah, music's box is secured. Mission accomplished. Now we can go on the real stuff.
I just wanted to get that out of the way, okay? Like, we've been at this for months, and I have not heard my song yet, so.
Yeah, well, now that you did. So, as we are all gathered here, shall we share information? Because I do have some.
I can start us out here. I haven't been able to gather much in actual information. I know that I was able to enlist the help of another kindred, another contact of mine, to potentially stage some sort of maybe impromptu protest, or maybe getting a group of people to come help, maybe some cops. Not exactly sure what they're going to provide just yet until they fulfill what they do. I did think a lot about how we could approach the situation, and I think our best course of action here, what I've seen of others of my clan and what I've been taught before, that we probably would do best with blackmailing, or at least getting something from the person in charge of this specific job here, this project, either blackmailing them, keeping them under our thumb, or just dominating them if we need to. Probably best if we kept them under our thumb. Maybe De Leon would be a bit more happy with us, give us a little bit more of a bonus.
Also, it could be a way to, keep him at bay.
That too.
Yeah, so I do have the name of the DEA agent.
And that's rather good. I was looking for that myself, but I wasn't able to secure it. So
Well, you always need a gang room, So, name is Michael Glass.
Michael Glass?
Like a glass of whiskey.
Okay. Michael Glass.
Michael Glass, yes. I'm going to read up my file. What else do we have here? Oh yeah. Drugs. They are kept in several locations, not at the same. I don't know if. So according to my sources, well, they are kept in the precinct of. Very bad handwriting. So
People still write? Don't they just text?
I don't know, it's like they try to secure stuff, so they write it, so there's no trace of it, burn after notice.
That sounds like a Camarilla trap.
Yeah, well, it's not camera, it's like a kind. Yeah, just like that. So we have the can't remember the name.
It was the Clearwater and the St. Pete precincts.
Right. So it's the Clearwater and the St. Pete precincts. So.
That would be rather difficult to steal that amount of drugs from a precinct. I think our best course of action is to try and wait for them to transport these drugs, hopefully get them on the same road and be able to get them from there. It'd be a lot easier to be unseen.
All right, but do you think it's better to try to intercept something which is moving than something that is immobile. Not moving.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but those precincts are both in Camarilla territory. Am I remembering my lines right here?
Yeah, that's right.
Clearwater should be. Is there Clearwater? Oh, I thought Clearwater was over here. The Clearwater one. Oh no, my mistake. Yeah, it is
No.
Okay.
Camarilla. So.
Yeah, Clearwater is in Camarilla, and St. Pete precinct is also in Camarilla
Yeah, it's pretty
territory.
good.
So we're not going to be able to break in. We can't go down there. That's
The drugs
Okay.
the drugs would have been transported to the more secure precincts because they have the more secure evidence lockers.
That too is also going to be way harder due to the fact that they, trust the security of those locations.
Right.
You can
So
organize something to stop these cars, whether that be, like I said, the contact, maybe an impromptu protest or some sort of distraction along the road. All you would need is just a second. I would prefer it if I had a vague idea of of something involving a sewer grate, perhaps. If I don't know how strong you are, Avery, to punch through the bottom of a car, but if you did that, throw tear gas in, it might be effective.
Speaking
I
of
could
which,
you want me to punch through the bottom of a car?
That's what I'm asking. Are you capable of that?
I am so down to punch through the bottom of a car.
well, I can punch also. I can do
Me,
this stuff.
no,
can-
you sit down.
I won't.
This is for me.
There's going to be two
I
cars.
am going to take this out on a car.
There's two
I will punch the car too. I mean, the
Avery
car is big enough.
smash.
Avery smash.
Gosh.
But
Yeah.
that's just an idea.
So yeah, I did manage to get that that tear gas that I was suggested. My guys within the cartel were able to scrounge me up a nice case of them. It's about 6. So we had to be a little limited in use of them. But I mean, if we intercept it just by a truck, 1 or 2 should do. Though they'll probably have a bit of an escort, I assume.
Yeah, Gwendael, you can deal with the escort.
Okay, I'm going to punch the escort.
Yeah, you punch the escorts. Yeah. And I will punch the car.
Right.
Secondary thing, though, as soon as I got my case of grenades, I did get a very aggressive anonymous call from who I assume is a Nosferatu. They knew our names. They knew who we worked for, what we were going to do, and they tried to negotiate a deal in which they give us the exact route that they're going to go on or something. And they, in exchange for vague, we owe them something. And I'm like,
Alright. But this could be super dangerous because they can ask whatever they want at any time they want. So, maybe it's a rocket launcher or maybe it's I don't know.
Either way, I don't like owing anybody anything.
Agreed.
And I kept it open with them. I was going to tell them to fuck off right there. But I left it open because I still wanted to get your input, and also just in case, like, everything else goes wrong, I guess. But
it's a good last resort.
Yeah. I probably also got to break my phone because apparently he hacked in his own phone number into my phone, and I do not like that.
So something to ask. When they asked for a favor, did they say a minor, a major favor, specifically those words?
Look, if this is another Nosferatu slime like me, they don't know the broad definitions. They just said that we'll owe them, whatever the fuck that means.
I will clarify, Rex, that they did say major favor.
Either way, Rex probably doesn't care enough to remember.
The voice of God has spoken.
It's kind of important for the fact of Camarilla, you really like to be specific with their terminology of favors. So if they did say something like that, it might narrow it down to be a Camarilla or someone who associates with a Camarilla?
Probably.
Right. This sounds great, but let's kind of take like a zoom out on the picture here, right? So cocaine goes missing. It's being kept in Camarilla territory. Some stranger messages you or calls you, says that we'd owe him a major boon if we could, and they'd get us the route to make it easier for us.
Right.
It seems a little convenient.
Well, yeah. I mean, I want to pretty much tell them to fuck off, but I'm keeping it open just in case. That's all I'm saying.
Also, it may be important. We probably shouldn't be so aggressive with them if they know this much information, especially if they are Camarilla associated. It's better to have. It's better to have no enemies. Better not to make enemies when you don't need them.
Right. I assume they also have blackmail on the mind too, since they know who we are, what we're doing, and all that shit.
Also, raise the question of how they know us specifically and what we're doing, if all is kind of being kept under the radar.
But the thing is, we are already, we already have some problems, so we might not want to add some more.
A major boon is, well, I guess, did Rex tell us it was a major boon?
No, you just pulled that out of thin air.
Okay. It's like the voice of God was speaking to me or something.
Really
a boon.
Anyway.
A boon is. I don't like owing people things either. So yeah, a good last resort. If we can get the DEA agent, then do we even really need this? So
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I will say, in addition to that, I did take the time to look around myself. Firstly, the nearest DEA office that I assume the transportation would take place at is just across the interstate, and there's like a couple other bridges as well from their precincts to the DEA agency. So that's the main route we'll have to block off because those two bridges there are in CAM territory to Tampa. So if we block off those and get them up towards us, at least in the neutral zone, that'll make things a lot easier.
That brings up more questions, though.
Maybe I can
punch.
Right. Yes. So we can punch stuff to blockade the road.
Yeah. Hopefully just the DEA agent will help us just convince them to go up an off route instead of going the direct route. They are going by truck. I did check in on that. It's not like they're going through boat or anything like that.
Do we know if it's going to be just one or two? That could change up our plans quite a bit.
That I don't know.
We'll have to figure out through the agent, I suppose.
Go ahead and give me an intelligence and streetwise roll, Rex.
You got it.
Can I help with the streetwise?
This is going to be Rex specific because he is a drug dealer.
All right.
Can I add my drug specialty?
You can add your drug specialty.
That's 2 additional dots, correct?
A specialty is an additional dice.
Just one, okay. And it was int and streetwise?
It was intelligence and streetwise.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'll go ahead and
potential
spend a
failure
roll on that.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So with 5 successes, you know the street value and the market value of cocaine. It's your favorite thing in the world. $50 million worth of cocaine is about the size of a pallet at a department store. like when they're wheeling in like a shipment of groceries or anything. If you've been to Walmart, that stuff that they have on pallets, it's about that
Good.
much. So you're pretty confident that any cocaine that's being transported is just about a truck full of cocaine.
Yeah. So, give or take, just about a 1 pallet. So maybe 2 if they have to stretch it. So yeah, it's probably only going to take 1 truck anyway.
Okay.
Maybe
That
2
would work better
small
for the
trucks,
plan.
but probably 1 big truck.
I did talk to Lucian about getting a truck. However, to get an unmarked truck, it's going to cost me $50,000 and a minor boon. So that would wipe me out.
So I guess we'd have to take the truck from them directly, but that would mark us pretty bad.
They probably
Right.
have some sort of tracker. It would be very unwise for that. Mm.
I mean, it's there. The offer is there. However, I may need help paying for it.
Right.
I will bring up, if we did something along the line of what I was thinking, we
Mhm.
could make an escape through the sewer, which is a lot easier to be unnoticed if we were able to get up through, an
I
unmarked manhole or sewage.
We'd still have to haul a pallet of drugs. At least.
Right. Maybe I can ask some of my contacts, smugglers. I mean, they used to smuggle, but we need to bring the cocaine through near some water.
Yeah, we could stop them on one of the bridges, maybe.
The bridge would
Yes.
be, that
And
would
then
be
they can,
very noticeable.
well, they can come with a boat and, load up everything.
Yeah,
and then...
but stopping the trucks on the bridge. I mean, traffic is already bad. Do we want to make it worse?
It's more of a matter, it's going to be very difficult to subtly break into a truck on a bridge. It's going to be rather difficult. And
Yeah,
if we
and
make
how
it
am I
15,
supposed to punch through the bottom on a bridge?
Exactly. There's no way to easily get in and out. So that's why a bridge, I think, would be very difficult, especially, there's only 2 ways to get out from a bridge, unless we want to jump off of a bridge.
We could
We could
probably
survive.
survive that. Yeah. You could come in from the sewers and then just grab on for dear life at the underneath, and then we can get to the bridge, and then you rip it out. Spider-Man style.
Why necessarily need the bridge for the access to water?
The boats from the smugglers, right?
Couldn't we just go? We would have access to water through the sewage exits as well. A lot of them exit out into bodies of water.
River kind of pokes his head in from the kitchen. What about replacing the cocaine?
I'm sure we can get powdered sugar.
I mean, the best way to keep this off the books, ma'am, is if they don't have anything to look back on anyways. And no offense to the rest of the coterie, but Miss Monet has the abilities to make people do what she wants them to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to find a guy who's willing to replace cocaine with sugar.
It's like we have a drug dealer among us who could probably wrap it up just right.
I mean, I don't really do the manufacturing side of things, but I can certainly the fuck try.
You've seen,
Yeah,
you've seen bricks
I'm
of
sure-
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you must have a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
I could maybe talk to my distributor,
Right.
Twist, about it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a good point, though, the fact of we could just the best way to make it subtle is to just put a duplicate or a replica in there.
Mhm.
If that would require us to somehow either get me on the truck already or to stop the truck to give me an opportunity to convince them to do as what I want. But both of those are going to be very difficult options.
And then all Miss Monet would have to do is rewrite the memory so that way they wouldn't even know they stopped to begin with.
That's fair.
All right.
So we intercept them with some bullshit. We get the drivers and talking with Valerie. She mind wipes them or something, and we take off with the shit.
We'd have to replace it so they aren't, suspicious.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just put a replica in there so they at least aren't entirely suspicious. I imagine once they secure it, they aren't going to just check it randomly to make sure it's authentic.
But once again, our problem is that we'll have to bring the whole load of replacement stuff too. Which, I mean, I guess
okay.
the truck would help.
I
So
mean, yeah,
that's still an option.
the offer's on the table from him. But just $50K would wipe me out. I'd be set back for probably a good 2 to 3 months.
What about a U-Haul truck not connected to anyone?
That could work.
Yeah, but somebody'd have to rent it out. There'd still be a paper trail if they found out. But yeah, I guess that could work.
We don't need to rent it out legally, of course.
True.
Can I steal it? No, actually, don't make me steal it.
I was going to say I could just tell them to give me the keys and wipe their memories and just get it. It doesn't have to be very complicated.
But
Cameras.
That's so fun.
I mean, if you want to have fun with and try and steal, go for it. But
No, okay.
There's a lot simpler of options.
Yes, you have the easy route. We know, Valerie. However, I would like to point out that there's still going to be cameras at the U-Haul place.
Crafty, can you drive while obfuscated?
No.
Okay.
Also, obfuscate, you still get picked up on cameras.
Yeah, unless you're like
No.
Ghost in the Machine or
Unless
something.
you have Ghost in the Machine.
But it'd be hilarious.
It would have been fucking hilarious, but no. When you're interacting with the world beyond your obfuscate in a noticeable manner, you pop out of obfuscate.
I could just put the memory that I did pay for it and I did all the process. And I just need the keys for the U-Haul. There's no paper trail, of course. They think there is one. Who knows?
Oh, because you can rent them online. So if you just go in and be like, hey, I had this, I rented it online, and then they ask you stuff, then you can do your Jedi mind trick thing.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm technically dead. We can put it in my name.
That was still
Yeah, it still connects us, so maybe not.
Yes. Okay, maybe Valerie, she can like Jedi some guy when she rent the stuff, like you said, and then boom. we've
Oh
got
yeah,
a truck.
we could do another guy who's also getting a rental and just convince him that it's next week or something.
Yeah.
Or just do the mental technique and
Right.
get them to give us. You're about to make me say Jedi mind trick. It's making
I
it
want you to say it.
implanting in my head, and I'm trying my hardest not to say it.
I mean, this is not the truck you are looking for. See, easy.
You got to do the hand thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the hand thing.
Do the hand thing.
Instead, she does the swirly eyes from the Jungle Book on the.
Oh yeah, like the snake. Yeah. Trust in me.
But besides that seems like we have our mode of exit and entry. It's just a matter of finding a way to stop the truck in the first place. Which,
Yeah, freeze.
if I could set up that impromptu protest, it could help, but it would be good to have a backup
Yes.
plan. Just
I mean,
wonder.
it could be diversion, and also maybe the protest guys, they can like protesters, they can like stop the truck, And at that time, when they stop the truck, you do your Jedi trick, and then boom.
What are we protesting though? Because I feel like you're gonna need an actual
But
reason to get people
I
out there.
know, you know,
I mean,
low. I think that police violence. You know,
I
there's a
mean, it
lot of
is
that.
Florida. There's plenty of
Yeah.
reasons to protest right now.
Yes. Valerie. I don't know if you know this, but Brujah are very good at starting protests and riots.
Exactly.
But would we want that
So-
many eyes on the situation?
That is true. It would cause a lot
Ah.
of attention if they're paying attention to the truck. However, what else could we do to cause a stop in the truck? It would be
Does anyone here have
difficult.
contacts with the police department?
I may have some. I can help on that.
What your coroner?
I'm a private investigator,
Right, I forget, okay.
so I'm not
There's
a
also
pig.
that one cop we talked to.
What was his name?
Miller.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, Miller.
Mm.
But if we could try and set up a roadblock, it would still be. I guess I would. If we don't need to be cops there, we just set up the roadblocks. Just no one can go this route. Be not too
Yeah,
bad.
maybe we don't need something that spectacular. Maybe, like a Jedi trick, and then we use this Miller guy, and
It would prove the tear gas would not really come into use. I'm afraid, Rex, unless something went wrong. But
Right, that's
No.
fine.
we can
Oh.
always. I mean, we can like keep it for a moment, and then,
it's a
we keep
backup
it for.
plan.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to need a tear gas.
Actually, I actually have an idea. If we do set up a roadblock, if I can be disguised as a police officer, I could just go up to the truck to pretend to redirect or at least tell the driver of something about what's going on. When they open the door or at least open the window, that gives me an opportunity to do what I need to do.
Other thing we could use the tear gas for, and this will probably piss off everybody, especially if they find out if it was us. We could stage a minor terrorist attack or something. That's Plan Zeta. But
That's
that's
definitely
something we could do.
that's very noticeable. But
That's
we
plan
shall keep
Y.
that-
Plan last one is, your major
Yeah,
boon people.
Yeah.
What?
So also we don't want to have like a
Boon.
Michael Bay plan, maybe we should stay discreet.
Yeah, I'm just throwing out a suggestion, even if it's a bad one.
more options is better.
Tear gas could come in handy in the future. We never know, like, when things are going to arise. We are, a bunch of dead things playing a game of chess with each other. So
Yeah, I did get these, honestly suspecting we were going to go for a warehouse, but yeah, it'll be just in case.
yeah, bring them
might
with
be-
us just in case we need to get away.
And it's
So
just
the
in this
question
case.
is-
Haha.
How we're going to
Right.
get the
Mhm.
drugs onto the car. I can't walk up with a pallet of cocaine, and I really have the strength to carry a pallet of cocaine.
Okay, there's
Okay.
me, and there's
Me?
there's Mr. Gwendael over there, and we're both strong.
It's
Okay.
true enough.
How about we get the stop going, whatever it may be, and you just dominate them to redirect to maybe like go off to the side before we get to the bridge or something, and we treat it like it's an inspection or some shit. Or possibly
Maybe-
just get them to turn around and say that this way is awful. Why are you coming this way? And
I guess
just
we
stop them
could-
somewhere along the way.
Could just tell them that the best way to redirect is to go a side route away from the road if it is one of cameras and people, and then when they go to take that route, I can I could probably dominate them to do that anyways, and then tell them that to let me in as well, and let maybe someone else in. They would also have to be well dressed and communally, like an officer or at least a DEA officer.
Maybe you can convince them that it's more discreet and more secure because, like you said, no cameras. So there will be less opportunity for them to be intercepted.
I mean, they still might stop. They still might just keep going. So I think it's best just to dominate them and tell them to go that route and stop and wait for me to return
Mm-hmm.
if I can, and then after that we can. I can tell them to let me in with an assistant, and then go in. We can change their memories of just taking a side route to go in, because of the road blockage, and I guess that could be what we do.
If you have the U-Haul truck ready a block away from the bridge, you can just have them park next to the U-Haul. Avery and Gwendael with their strength could move the pallet into the U-Haul truck.
On top of that, like, we can get an appliance dolly from the U-Haul store. It's not going to be like the best way to move the pallet, but it definitely help.
Anybody here forklift certified?
I'm
Okay, cool.
sure that you could just carry it. Just both, at least both of you could carry it.
Right, like we could just carry it, but it might be easier and faster if we had something meant to carry large, awkward packages.
Yeah, the pallet jacks and such. That we should be able to do that.
Yes, exactly. And also, like, this is already a difficult operation, so any help will, be welcome.
I should mention I'm not exactly forklift certified, but I have driven one.
Right.
So
sounds like a plan. Anybody?
Yes.
Block away.
Hey, team is ready.
There's a lot of contingency to this. The most important thing is getting the DEA officer under our thumb.
Yeah.
If we can't, it's not the end of the world. We would just have to take the favor from the mysterious caller. And then the second important thing would be to get that road blockage, which I'm not sure how sure you are that you can get that, Gwendael. But
the package with the what do you want me to do?
Blockade. If we can find out the route, we're going to blockade like a block down from the bridge, and then redirect them to a side street. So if you can blockade a road, get them to whatever reason, that would be good.
All right, but how would I blockade a road?
You got your contacts in the police. They have
in the police department to ask them to blockade a road.
Or worst case scenario, if they need a reason.
What about? Maybe they have an anonymous call. Giving them a good reason to blockade a road.
Hey, what?
But then there'd be police there. We want as few people to see this as possible because, well, honestly, I don't need to be national news. I don't need, Florida woman news. So.
All right. So I need to ask one of my contacts to blockade a road. Right. Okay.
Say, like, worst case scenario, just make the excuse of like a gas leak or something like that, some hazard that they need to stop people from going on this road temporarily for, something like that. Or at least
even
that's the excuse you give them.
Even just random like alcohol checks. So they do that for drunk drivers and shit. Either just before the bridge or on the bridge itself, which would inconvenience everybody, but it'd be safer than nothing.
Where is this bridge located again? I guess I'm not.
Well, isn't there two bridges that they could take? So we don't know exactly where.
So there's three. There's two that are in CAM territory and one in the neutral zone.
Right. We don't want to cause issues in the neutral zone, though.
That's the only spot we can cause issue in because
we don't want to. Right, because otherwise, like. Our Valerie friend said it's going to be in Coterie, and we certainly don't want that.
No, I understand that, but if we cause issues in the neutral zone and it's known that it was us, then that's going to cause issues between the anarchs and the camp.
Right, but in this case, we just don't get caught.
Yes, but I understand where you're going at. And normally I would be like, yeah, let's go for it. But the thing is now I've made friends in the neutral zone and I'd rather not be an inconvenience to them. So if we could get them up out of the neutral zone, that would be awesome.
I doubt they're going. I don't think is there another bridge that goes even further up. I don't believe so. It's just all you have to go all the way around. So that's your only option is to go into neutral zone, which I understand your concern, but to be honest,
Why don't we?
How can I say this? I'll say it's in a crass way. Fuck them. We have to focus ourselves right now. It doesn't matter if they get inconvenienced. If we can't do our job, then everything goes to shit. So we have to focus ourselves first here.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna be the coterie that breaks the truce. Got it.
So you do know that the only rule in the neutral zone is just to not break the masquerade.
Yes. So
this sounds like something that could break the masquerade if done wrong.
If it goes wrong, but we're not intending for it to go wrong. If it does,
right.
Worst case scenario, we go the force the masquerade by.
Okay,
come on, Avery. You are among professional.
What?
Well,
a bull professional, right?
We're all professional here, so.
I'm a professional.
What could go wrong, you know?
Not in this.
So I may have been a little wrong. Now that I look at it, the bridge I was thinking of is just outside of the neutral zone in Coterie territory. So there's 3 bridges we might have to say no to.
Well, we can get them to direct them to where they go into the neutral zone, and then we stop them right before the Camarilla territory. That could be a plan.
I don't want to go that far down south.
Well, they'd have to go up through the
yes, we go up through the neutral zone, and then while they're going to that 3rd bridge that's right by the Camarilla, like it's just the tip of Camarilla territory, right before they're about to enter Camarilla territory, we stop them.
Wrong direction, Val. They'd be in Cam territory and the bridge is just before it reaches neutral zone. So like it'd be Cam the whole way. They just turn right and then they go on the bridge that I was thinking of. But and that's all Cam territory.
But if we have control of the DA officer, we can direct the route as we please. If we tell them to take a route that actually does go through the neutral zone, we can make that work.
Yeah, so the only bridge after that before it just becomes a land route is this little sliver. Rex is looking at his phone right now. Yeah, there's a little sliver before it's just straight up land anyway. Highway 580. And even then, I think that's technically it's just on the border of the Anarch territory.
Okay, well, if it's going to be up on the Anarch territory, that's different. If we were to be down south next to the Camarilla territory, that would
be a very big ask to do for, because that literally is going all the way up and around back down. It's only going on the bridge for like taking a slight shortcut diagonally, so it doesn't have to go all the way down as much. So that would be a very, very weird route specifically to take. If the other one we could argue, like it could be a bit more like that's weird, but I understand if it's more secure. But that would be very. We'll see, I guess, what the DA officer will say and what we can do.
I'm just also a little worried about running into Hush.
Well, that's why we
that far down south. That's why I wanted, like, when he said it was going to be up next to the Anarch territory. That's fine, but
slight problem is it's in the barony we haven't met yet.
So
we can't go into.
We should go meet the co-barons.
I don't know if we have time.
Or at least get a hold of them to see if we have permission to do this in their barony.
Oh wait, so as I'm looking at this route here, so what they're probably going to take is 19 up to that bridge, or they could take that one other bridge that leads to 60. If we were able to just block off that right turn to go to 60, they'd have to go up through into the neutral zone just a little bit, take like 2 rights and go back to the bridge. If we block off that route specifically and make them take those side roads, we would have a much better chance to get them at least in the neutral zone for a little bit, and then that's where our chance to hit them is. If we could just
I see what you mean, but yeah, we'd have to convince whatever we're doing there, whatever blockade we got, to exist in the cam zone.
Which, I mean, police officers that I imagine either hopefully do not know of our territory, then we'll just do it wherever.
Okay, I was just concerned if you were going to do the protesters or not.
The protesters, that would be a bit too many. That might be a reason to cause a road blockage there, but it probably will just be best to not. I asked them also to ask around with police officers, so if they have some contacts with them or something with them.
What if
do like that?
I mean, could they blockade the road because of the protest?
I mean, they could, but I mean, if we don't need to, if we need to and we need a reason to, I will do so, or at least ask if we can do so, see if they can. But if not, we will. If we don't need it, I don't see the need to do so.
Right.
I would rather not have to make that.
I'm just trying. Sure. I'm just trying to, think about every opportunity to blockade a road.
Can I? River speaks up again. Can I bring up that most of this will be useless if we don't get the DEA agent?
Right. We should do the DEA agent thing.
Yeah. Do we have an actual like dirt on this guy, or we got to find something?
Do I have to seduce him?
So, those of you who want to can make a wits and streetwise roll or wits and politics roll.
I sure do love politics.
All right, I can do. What was the streetwise? I can streetwise, and the other one is what?
Wits and streetwise, or actually no, it's going to be intelligence and streetwise, or intelligence and politics.
Okay, I will do intelligence and streetwise. Sorry.
I'm gonna use a willpower because that looks cool. 3 successes.
Okay.
I'm going to use the roll. Yes.
Also 3.
Okay.
Do we have to make the roll?
You don't have to make the roll.
Okay, I have 3 dots.
4. And so I'm with two anger. That's right.
Correct.
I'm going to use willpower.
All right.
So I can add another dice. I'm going
I think willpower just rerolls, right?
Yeah, it's the
willpower just rerolls.
You want to rouse for a.
All right, I will.
Or I think you can do it in the dice thing that you can just put on there that you are blood surging. And it does it automatically.
You can
just put your potence in there, or your blood potency.
All right. So blood potency is 1.
Yes.
I mean, I don't mean to make it more complicated. I just learned how to do more with the dice roller.
Nice. Hunger increase and 5 successes.
All right. So, all of you, because 2 successes was the threshold, know that this guy, this DEA agent's number is listed on the website for the Tampa office, and they also and you are aware that that DEA officers are always looking for tips, much like regular officers. you know that these agencies have tip lines that you can call in to potentially arrange meetings with them. It could potentially, so you don't, while you don't have any dirt on him, you think that it might be possible to arrange a meeting with him if you tell him that you might have dirt on the cartel, which is the case that he is currently leading.
Right.
If we were to like look up his name, does he have social medias? Does he have like anything like that?
You can look up his name on social media, but that would be a wits and technology roll.
Oh God.
Where's Nyx when we need her?
Yeah, you guys rely on your ghouls a lot, don't ya?
I'm
What?
a
You
buster.
know.
Why not? We ballin'.
Mm-hmm. Right.
3 successes and I got a hunger increase.
All right, so with 3 successes, you can find him on social media. It's not the most notable social media post. He has a Facebook page, and he also has a LinkedIn. His LinkedIn is very professional. His Facebook page basically only has photos of him on his off days. Generally, it's pictures of food at places he's eaten in the Bay Area. Does
he have a wife?
Oh, actually, you do see that he is in a relationship.
With who?
Does
it say? Or are they like friend? Maybe someone that looks like they in a relationship with someone, or does it say? And if it doesn't, like maybe be able to glean it from looking on their friends, perhaps, or people that may comment on their.
All right.
posts?
You see that the name of the girlfriend is Jennifer Green.
So there is Jennifer Green.
Green. I'm gonna look up my boy Nate's social media profile or Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Is Nate's last name Green?
That's correct.
Oh boy, I just looked at a color on my desk.
Ah, shit.
It'd be a shame if a DEA agent was related to a known addict.
Okay.
Or at least his girlfriend is.
Let's see. Nate.
This is where we blackmail the girlfriend now? Oh my God.
No.
Blackmail him about it.
What if we just get him drunk and I seduce him?
I mean, this might be easier with if we find out this connection, but
So,
worst case
so are
scenario,
we,
we'll go with that.
All right.
okay, so
if you're wanting to find out if they're related, you're gonna need to roll me a wits and investigation roll.
can I help with the investigation?
Yes.
Yes.
Couldn't you just call Nate and ask?
Fair, but
How reliable is Nate?
He's a
The Nate
retainer.
narrative. Agree with a potential bestial.
I'm gonna add a reroll to it anyway. Why not?
Okay.
I don't think you can. There's nothing you can reroll.
Oh, true. Blah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 3 successes with 1 bestial fail.
Okay, with 3 successes, you look through Miss Jennifer through Nate's social media, and if you like look at some of her photo albums, I will say that you do find that there are some family photos of like the whole family, and you're seeing a photo of a much younger Nate in the photos.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Man. I mean, yay. That's good.
Look, if it doesn't work out, that can be a backup plan. But this
If I
seems
could
like
get a meal out of this at the same time, like, I'm all for it.
So you want to... you
Now,
want to
let
have a
me-
burger while you are seducing the guy?
I'm gonna go ahead and
When-
download a picture of some.
Gwen, I seduce
You're gonna
people
call Nate?
to eat them.
No, I'm just gonna get a
Right.
picture of what he looks like recently, just to really give you that contrast.
You're gonna look at, so you're looking at a photo of Nate recently?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get that just together so that the bet
Okay.
before, after, here's
All
the
right.
picture of them together. You know, I'm building the
Gotcha,
evidence for that.
gotcha. All right, so yeah, you're able to just download the photos off of Facebook easily enough.
Yeah, him at whatever dumb like bar he's been to lately.
Yeah.
Okay, can I use my private investigator knowledge, about blackmail and cheating housewives and stuff like that to try to craft a very heavy item,
Sure.
a very heavy dossier,
So you're basically
something
trying
with-
to create a narrative right now?
Yes.
Okay, that will be, let's see.
Because we have like pieces of a puzzle, but to make it a compelling argument.
I will say that this will be an intelligence. This is going to sound weird, but I'm going to ask for an intelligence and intimidation roll. Because you're trying to craft a blackmail narrative right now. That's meant to intimidate someone.
All right.
Do you need help in this? I can help.
Yes.
I believe in you, Gwendael. Don't let me
And I
down.
believe in you.
Valerie, the Coterie cheerleader.
Yes. We do need it. So it's going
I'm
to
cheerleading by
be-
saying failure is not tolerated now.
So it's intelligence and intimidation.
Intelligence and intimidation.
And
And
so I
then
have
help.
like one more roll with
One more dice
with Valerie.
with Valerie's help.
All right. So it's going to be 5 dice plus 2
Under two.
anger. Plus 2 anger.
Oh, their first below 1 roll.
Okay, I'm
Roll
going
3.
to use willpower.
Of course. Okay. So with 3 successes, you've worked for lawyers, you've helped them establish cases against some pretty good people, some pretty bad people. And part of that work unfortunately involved finding material that was for blackmail purposes to try to get people to either settle or drop cases altogether. It's not a good look for a DEA agent to have a drug addict in the family. You think that just this bit of information might be enough to gather a meeting with the DEA agent. At least a face-to-face meeting.
Right.
It might be good to get a bit more then, because it's.
Yes.
Want to really get something, I'll nail them down here. I mean, we could, if we can't find any blackmail,
So.
make the blackmail from
Mm-hmm.
making them think they did something or framing a scene on them. It's
Hey, with my 3 successes, can I Can I guess what it would take to make my file more appealing, more effective?
With 3 successes, you honestly think that the only way that it would make the situation bad for him
Mhm.
is if it was very well known that the individual who was addicted to drugs was part of the family. So basically this person would have to like go viral
Or on the news.
or on the news.
All
And
right. So,
and basically
Uh-huh.
just basically to intimidate him, you would basically have to just be like, "Hey, you either meet with us or we're going to take this to the news."
But you know, like
yes, I'm going to share the information with my coterie. And I will ask Valerie, don't you have friends who are working in a newspaper?
not newspaper, but in television, yeah, Bay News 9. They'd
Right.
probably be very interested in a story involving. You know how they like
Yes,
I can't even say the
exactly.
word. They love drama.
I
They
got you.
love something like that.
Yes, I'm sure they will be thrilled to, have some crunchy news like that to crunch.
I could, if we need to have him make a scene, I can give him the night of his life. Granted, not
We
the
could do
coke,
that.
but I have other stuff still.
Okay, maybe he's having the night of his life, and then we are filming him, and it happens that we have him on tape being very, drug, and then we can have something.
Are we sure this is gonna work?
I mean, this still would. He's probably very concerned for his position. If he has to be a higher up, DA officer, you have to keep a pretty squeaky clean image. This could
Right.
potentially hinder him greatly for being promotions or anything he wants to do. If you
Also,
want to
he
make it a
could.
step further,
At the
Mhm.
very least, it's enough to at least get him to do one thing for us, which might be all
Yes.
we need.
Yeah, also we
Right.
can try to imply that it was after all maybe um, trying to manage this operation to feed his, brother-in-law with
But-
some
He's just dating this
cocaine.
chick, right?
Probably
Yeah.
his cousin or something, but
Yeah,
like,
well,
we can have Nate be obnoxious on camera, and I could even get him to like call or like whatever this
Right.
girl, and probably be obnoxious in her ear and say her name out loud and be all crazy.
we could take it a step further. If we could
Mhm.
somehow get Nate to get his sister to come to him, whether it may be necessary, we could make it seem like that she perhaps partook in some drugs, or at least is in this vicinity. As long as we frame a video or a picture along that line, we don't have to make her take anything. As long as she's seen in that area, we can cast that doubt that, hey, she might have done something, and that would be really bad for him, especially if he actually cares a lot about her. That would
Maybe
ruin her.
there's a history in the family that runs that they are drug addicts. Maybe there's a pattern. We can create one.
Sound good to me.
Yeah, if his even if this brother might be, or sibling, cousin, whatever, might be a bit harder to reach. If the person you're directly dating is suspected to be a drug addict or involved in drugs, as a DA officer, I imagine that would be rather
Yes.
terrible for your image.
I mean, we have everything we need. We have a love story. We have drugs. I mean, this is going to be great.
Love and drugs. That's all you need, guys, according to
Yeah,
Gwendael.
sex, love, and rock and roll.
Sex, love, and rock and roll.
There you go.
That's a good motto to live by.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All
But
right. So it seems like the Coterie has a plan on moving forward with the DEA agent. We're going to go ahead and take our break right here. We will be back shortly in about 5 minutes to continue the rest of our story, and we will see you then.
St. Petersburg by Night is brought to you through collaborations with our partnered vendors Wolfpack Dice, Ember Fox Dice, Dragon Ink Dice, Bear of the Bard, Champs Tramps, Panchi Artista, and Chromatic Creations. Links to our partner vendors, as well as our Twitch and YouTube channels, can be found on our website, stpetbynight.com. The official theme song for St. Petersburg by Night is Vampire by Faith and Failure. You can find them at faithandfailure.com. You can follow SPbN on all socials with the hashtag St. Pete by Night. If you wish to support our program, you can do so at ko-fi.com/St. Pete by Night to help keep the stories rolling.
And welcome back. All right, last we left off, our coterie had been discussing ways to potentially go about this seemingly impossible task of retrieving $50 million worth of cocaine. Now, with the information gathered, potentially not so impossible. Amazing what you can achieve when you're kindred and well connected and potentially willing to resort to blackmail. But with ideas in mind, we pan back to the coterie in the Haven, where they had just discussed the potential method of blackmailing the DEA officer in charge of the investigation to potentially arrange a meeting with him. And the scene is yours.
Now, I know this may sound like a little bit like I'm full of myself, but I think I might be the best person to talk to this guy.
Because you want to seduce him?
No, because I'm convincing.
By seducing him.
I mean,
I could seduce him.
We could at least have Valerie in the next area or background
Yes.
or something, just to in case.
Right.
But I trust you, Avery,
Yes,
to do your job.
I do trust you, but I think that having a backup as Valerie could be,
I don't need a parent.
no, it's just sometimes you've admitted yourself. Sometimes you go into a situation with a plan and it sort of disappears. So I'm not opposed to you taking the lead here, but if
That's
that happens,
different.
Miss Valerie.
That was different.
It's not, or Miss Monet, Miss Wright. It's
Right.
never a bad idea to have a partner going
Yes.
into things. Teaming up is going to sometimes be stronger. Also, 2 women is going to look more incriminating than 1.
yes. Women are
Fine.
very incriminating. True enough. Good job, River.
I just was just saying, first of all, the whole thing with Jared, that was because I'd never ghouled anyone, and it was my first time, so I was a little nervous.
have you ever
Okay.
blackmailed anyone with information about their related drug step family?
No, but I can make it happen. Look, if there's not much difference between that and like convincing them to take me to a hotel or something.
Okay. Well, like
I'm
I
not
said, I think it'd be
you
good.
know, potentially breaking the masquerade by, cutting my wrist in the back of a dive bar.
Besides that, it's just it would be best if both of us were there at least. If I will let you take the lead, I'm not going to try and trample over you with this. But if you need help in certain aspects, trying to, intimidate or persuade them in any sort of capacity, I can help with that. And if anything seriously goes wrong, I'm in there to, wipe what happened. That's if something goes wrong, not that saying it will.
No
Yeah,
offense,
she's
Valerie, but you're not
the
very intimidating.
she's the backup plan.
I'm not very intimidating because I haven't tried to intimidate any of you yet. There's been no purpose to.
Exactly.
You couldn't intimidate me.
You can think that.
No,
I'm not
I
here
know
to
that.
try and convince you.
I would like to point out that Avery does have like a playful smile when she's doing this. This is obviously just banter at this moment.
Valerie
She's
does
just
not
trying
have
to
a
get on
playful
Valerie's
smile,
nerves.
but it's just okay. We can are you able to, Rex, you think you'll be able to set this up with Nate?
Yeah. What exactly am I asking him to do again?
Get high and be a fool on
Okay.
camera.
And
Yeah, I can
try
do
and get
that.
the sister to come in any way capacity. Just doesn't matter how. As long as they're there, then we can make that scene. And worst case scenario, I can force them, mentally force them to pick up like a crack pipe or something, whatever they use for that, and not make them take it, but as long as they have a picture within their hands, incriminating enough.
So are we
Maybe.
going to this place? Do we have her address?
No, I imagine
Or
that try get Nate to get the sister come to their place or wherever they're located. Do you know where Nate lives?
no, actually. But I can call him and he can do whatever he wants, basically. We can do it. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. He's yours.
As long as he doesn't come here. I will. Rex will pull out his phone and start giving a speed dial.
The phone rings a couple times before you hear Nate pick up, and he sounds tired and groggy. Hello.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hey, man, what's up? Oh man,
Hey.
I'm just sleeping off the night before. Oh, what time? Oh shit, it's 8 p.m. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I was just sleeping off last night or this morning. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah. So, hey, how's your connection to your family? You got any you're not too happy with them, huh? I'm just asking.
I mean, they think I'm a fuck up at this point, but that's a lot of people.
Okay. Hey, I've got a favor, and well, I'll give you the good news first. First off is you get to party. I'm gonna
Alright.
give you one for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. You have my you hear like the creaking of his bed. You have piqued my interest, sir.
Yes. Yeah, I'll get you what you need. You don't owe me shit. You just gotta do me a favor. But here's the bad part. See, I gotta have you do it next to a potential family member of yours. We got a deal we need to strike, and you happen to be related to somebody that needs to be incriminated.
Who?
What's the name? He's asking the coterie. It was like Jessica or something, right?
Jennifer.
Dinner
Jen.
Green.
Yeah, do you
Jenny?
remember? Yeah, Jen.
Yeah. She's a fucking little hypocrite. She fucking went. She would party all the time in high school, all because she was an AP student. But what the family didn't know is that she was fucking taking LSD at the high school parties and shit. And then she goes off to college, starts doing the marketing thing, and she's the pride of the family. She's the pride of all the cousins. But I'm the fuck up. She can fuck up in high school, but she's okay. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, sounds great. Hey, look, just invited a party like the good old days, and I can get you that LSD if you want to partake. If she wants to partake, we can do whatever. If you want to do something else, I got that too. I just don't got coke though. That's the only thing I don't got.
Okay, I mean LSD's fine, I guess.
All right.
Where do you want me to take her? Because I mean, I got some places I can go to. I got some. I've been hitting up this one place called it's called Asylum, and like there's this. I mean, you're still my main guy. You're still my main guy, Rex. But like, whenever I need like weed or like, have you ever had ayahuasca? It's
Yeah. I've dealt it
There's
before.
this guy I know. His name is Spud. Crazy guy. But he like deals a lot of psychedelics, and he hangs out at this asylum place a lot, and it's just I bet we have a time when we're there. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, I think I remember Spud. I think I got kicked out of the other club, something like that. I don't know.
Who
But
kicks Spud out of a club? That guy is a true connoisseur.
yeah. Some high end place run by this crazy lady. Don't worry about it. Hey, look, yeah, bring her to the asylum. Have a nice party night. We just gotta take some pictures.
I can
That's
take
about it.
pictures. Do you want some video too? I'm assuming this
Yes.
is
Hell yeah,
for-
hell
okay.
yeah.
Okay, I can take some video. Let me be real with you. Is my cousin going to get some heat from this?
Only if we don't get what we want.
Alright, that's
From
fair. That's fair. That's fair. She's a bitch anyway.
okay.
Pretentious little cunt. Alright, do you want me to swing by and get the goods?
Yeah. Hey, actually, can you meet me by car? Or, well, rather, I'll pull up somewhere and you can meet me there, and I'll just hand you what you need.
You've got it, my brother. I will do that for you.
I'll send you an address.
Alright, I got it. I'll be there shortly.
Hey, I need a ride from one of y'all.
I give you a ride.
All right, sweet. It's just like down the block too.
Cool.
Alright. Now, are you also going to be arranging a face-to-face with the DEA agent?
I'm gonna leave that to Valerie to do.
Because you have access to his phone number. It's available.
So we know that if we were to say we have dirt on the cartel, that we would be arranging a face-to-face meeting, right?
Yes. You can.
I will just
yeah.
I'll try and put in a tip, just saying like, I have information on the cartel, and I want to meet somewhere private because I'm scared of what they'll do. If we can, arrange somewhere private and like,
Now, I will say the tip line is a phone call, not text messages.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying. I guess I'll call and see what is said
Wait,
first.
Can I coach Valerie to give her some, vocabulary she can use to make it more compelling to when she has a phone call to pick his interest?
Yes. So let me real quick.
Like I can tell her like, I know he works, blah blah blah.
Okay, based on how Valerie does, it's going to be a subterfuge. So you do have a dot in subterfuge. So yes, you can provide assistance to whatever role she makes over the phone.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's the actual role here?
So it is going to be manipulation and subterfuge when you make the phone call, but let's go ahead and just do the phone call. You go ahead and you put the phone number into your phone. It rings a couple of times, and you hear DEA offices in Tampa. How can I direct your call this evening?
Hello, I have some information, some tips on the cartel.
May I ask who's calling, please?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me just make it quick. I forgot on top of my head the thing. Sorry, let me. Kaylee Tay.
All right. And what's the information that you have, ma'am?
Is this line secure? I'm not quite comfortable saying it just right now. I'm not sure if I'm in that safe of a location. Is there a way I can?
Ma'am, are you under
just
duress
talk
right
to him?
now?
Not right now. I'm not sure who can exactly overhear or might walk in. I don't want to.
If you would like,
Is there
ma'am,
a
we
way
can arrange a private meeting at our offices here in Tampa.
Can it be somewhere? I think it might be a little too noticeable if I were to go to the offices. Can I arrange a meeting with one of your officers at like a hotel or something, or somewhere where they won't suspect too much?
Of course. Go ahead and do the roll. One moment. Let me just look real quick.
I am +1 to this, right?
Yes, and you
I'm
had a
gonna round it 'cause
+1.
my blood is, or I'm not really that good at this. Surprisingly, right?
Yes, you have my dice. Don't worry.
Yeah. Shout out to 5 success at the end. Now I'm hunger 3. I'm
Excellent.
getting cranky.
So, with 5 successes, the woman... Yeah, no, of course, ma'am. Do you know which officer that you're wishing to speak to in particular?
Oh God,
Mike Glass, if you don't remember.
Mike Glass, Miss.
Oh, Agent Glass. Agent, yes.
Yeah.
He's actually okay. All right. Yes. Okay. I can get in contact with him. Is it quite urgent, ma'am?
I prefer sooner rather than later, please.
Okay. Where would you like to meet him?
There I happen to know like a motel kind of place near us.
There's probably some motels in the area that you can arrange a meeting at, like some Motel 6s and stuff.
Somewhere closer to us, in our territory.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you're able to she takes down the information. All right, ma'am, we will make sure that I will get in contact with him. I will give him this phone number that you called from, and I will have him, and he will likely be reaching out in a few moments and let you know when he will be at the meeting site.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay. And phone hangs up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they call back here soon. It's annoying having to act like that, but best way to do it.
So, about 5 minutes goes by before your phone rings, Valerie, from an unknown number.
I will answer it. Say, hello?
What was the name you gave again? Sorry.
Kaylee Tay.
Is this Kaylee Tay?
Yes, that's me. Who's this?
My name's Agent Michael Glass. I'm with the DEA. I was informed that you had some information regarding a case I'm working on.
Yes, the cartel. Yeah, I can't really share anything right now because I'm not sure who exactly would be listening or who might walk in. But if you meet me at this motel, I can tell you a bit more. I wish I could go to your office, but it'd be a bit too suspicious. They would
Yeah, of course. Absolutely no problem, ma'am. I can be there in about let me check. About 45 minutes.
Do I
If he's coming from Tampa or downtown St. Pete, you're not sure where he's currently based out of, like where he's located itself. That sounds about right. Just the drive distance.
Yeah.
With traffic.
I'm trying to think if I need to lay it a little bit. I gotta let them get their party on a bit more. Can you? There's currently held up a little bit right now. Can you make it a bit later, like an hour or hour and a half?
I can make it in
Hour
about an
and a half
hour
would
and
be
a half, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I just need to make sure everything dealt with here first, and I can go over.
Of course. I will meet you there in about an hour and a half then.
And thank you so much. I can hang up now, but thank you. And then I will hang up as I'll just look to Rex, say, you got an hour and a half to get that evidence and to get her to do something. I hope
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
I hope Nate is not one to delay.
Yeah, no. So Rex, whenever you and Avery was the one driving you, you guys get in the car together, and you go to the corner of the street corner that you determined him for that you designated him for the pickup. Nate is able to easily drive by in his shitty ass car and get the drugs from you. Avery, this is your first time seeing Nate. This dude looks wrecked. Like, he looks like the poster child for meth addiction. You see him wearing, he's wearing a wife beater, a gold chain, Caucasian man in his late 20s, with dirty blonde hair that's shady, like shaved on the sides, and like jogging pants that are meant to be trendy, but why? But the thing is that he is just like thin. He is like thin like a rail and has the hollowed, like sunken eyes, hollowed out cheeks and like his teeth are all yellowed. Some are broken from just years of drug abuse. So he doesn't look too good. But you see him he pulls up in his car. Rex, my guy, my friend, what's up? Oh, who is this pretty lady with you? You scoring all the pretty girls, man? What?
Yeah, I guess. This is Avery. Avery, this is Nate.
Nice to meet you, Nate.
Miss Avery, it is a pleasure to meet you. Rex, I don't mean do you have the stuff? Because I have been jonesing now ever since you mentioned a free night.
Yep. The maid just he's gonna wrestle through his pockets, and he brings out a brown paper bag wrapped in just like conforming to like a menagerie of stuff. It's like a lunch bag,
like
basically.
A fast food bag.
Yeah. Well, it's more like the generic ones you get at the store.
Gotcha.
That are just brown paper bags. Another reference for visuals is the guy on page 374 of the core rules, just like way worse.
Way
That's
worse.
how I imagine him.
Everyone pulling out their core books now.
Yeah. Yeah. So he just hands that bag off.
That's hilarious. Oh god, that guy. Yeah, he takes the bag and he just holds it in between his hands, like doing like the thankful prayer hands. Rex, you are my favorite guy in the world, and I want to see more of you, man. And this pretty lady right here, Avery, you and me, we should go party sometime, girl.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
All of the three of us, we could just go have a freaking wild night. I could take you to Asylum. I know some people there. It's great.
I've heard about the Asylum. I haven't been able to actually go to it yet.
It's
so
crazy.
Yeah, no, I would love to go visit the Asylum.
Yeah. All right. My cousin's already on her way there. I told her, I gave her a whole guilt trippy thing about how she didn't come visit on my birthday. So she's gonna make it up to me. Yeah.
Sounds great, man. Hey, look, one last thing. Here in about a week or two, I might call you to do something kind of risky.
Okay.
Would you be cool with that? I'd get you another dose.
What are we doing?
Hey, so you know how I don't got Coke right now?
Yeah, man, a bunch of people don't, and it's not fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna get a lot of Coke, and it's gonna be a little risky, and so I might need your help as well as I'm gonna get a lot of other guys to help out, and if necessary, I might need you there.
I'll be there.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, buddy. I get some free shit.
Yeah.
You know what? I get free shit for sure.
All right, I'll keep you on speed dial. Just next week, maybe the next 2 weeks. I'm not 100% on it, but we'll
Okay,
figure that out tonight.
I will keep my phone up on to make sure I know.
Sweet man. I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye, Nate.
Bye, Miss Avery. It was a pleasure.
I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, not when he's in DEAp. He's not as cool, but yeah, it's fine. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I mean, for your victim, he's cool. She like flips a U and goes back to the house.
All right. So you get back to the Coterie Haven, and have reconvened. You have some time to kill before you go meet the DE agent, if you wish to discuss anything else, or we can go ahead and proceed to the meeting.
Yeah, am I playing the role of Kaylee, Callie, what was her name?
Kaylee Tay.
Kaylee, yeah. Am I playing the role of this, or am I just the supportive friend?
You will be. How about this? It's going to be weird. Your voice can sound very different to mine. So how about this? You're going to be the one that I bring along to talk about it because I don't feel comfortable, and you're going to give most of the information while I sit there and look scared. How about that?
Cool. So, to avoid me saying things that I shouldn't, tell me what I am telling this guy.
Well, first of all, we just have to get him in the room to begin with, in order to get started here. And once we get the image and the video, we can just drop the act. We don't need to keep the act on very long, just long enough to where we get the video, get the image, show it, say, hey, give us assist us with this, and you're going to be with us for a while. Otherwise,
Okay. So I should just bullshit until we get the evidence?
Yeah, bullshit, say minor stuff.
I mean,
say stuff.
we do have information on the cartel. I could just twist it.
Tell him that this guy named Spud's dealing.
Spud. Okay.
I don't know who this is, but I mean, if they're just there's some just kind, right?
Actually, if I remember correctly, they are kindred. They're one of those Duskies.
I'll call them that. They're just as important as us full vampires.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just trying to say it's like, I don't know. They're a day walker. I don't know what's to say about it. I don't know.
Just thin blood.
But I prefer not
Whatever.
to. I prefer not to. If there is someone of our community, it's better not to poke any bears. You don't know who. Doesn't matter how strong they are. It's a matter of who they know that might take offense to that or have a problem with that.
I think,
fair.
yeah, I know that the Spud's probably your competition, but
Hey, I didn't even know he was dealing.
yeah. So let's keep. I mean, I could just make up a stupid name and it would be just fine because all you drug dealers have such strange nicknames.
Yeah, I was actually surprised how well Spud fits the theme of my group. In fact, I'm the only one named after an animal. It's weird. Actually, no, there's Rhino, but I don't talk to the guy.
It's like cheetah piss.
maybe not that.
It's what I know. Okay, it's a strain.
Oh, here we go. I remember one. Mayonnaise. Get your boy, the boy Mayo.
certain, but remember, it has to be something vaguely along the lines of cartel. Just say something about them being cartel, but just start spinning stories about terrible stuff we've been through. Something like that. Just keep the details vague. You don't remember things, but you.
Being forced to move drugs.
Yeah,
The guy
whatever.
puts that shit on everything.
You just have to just talk nonsense until we get it, and
Cool.
I'm sure you'll be good at that.
I'm very good at talking and not making sense. So
He spreads that shit on crackers.
mayonnaise?
Yes.
I don't remember what mayonnaise tastes like.
Fair enough. All I remember was kind of gross.
Anyways, so I assume you and Gwendael are going to be the one escorting Nate and keeping an eye on them, because you need to make sure that this does actually happen.
Yes, very much.
Yeah. I guess, Gwendael, you want to take over to the asylum?
Right. Let's do that. We'll do this, and I will be the. Is it going to shoot the video? Because I think that if it's I, it is better if it's me who's like shooting the video.
I'll if we catch him, I'll do something on my phone or something. I don't know.
All right.
I'm not sure how reliable Nate is, so if he's going to be on an extensive amount of drugs, I'm not going to assume he's going to exactly remember. The first thoughts are going to be what he promised you. So it's good to have a person there to make sure that does actually happen.
Yeah, sure. Let's get it.
Oh no, they're writing a note. What are they doing?
No, I write notes for when there's an editing error now. So that way I have a timestamp, and I accidentally hit something on Discord that took away your faces for a moment. So I'm just writing the timestamp down so I can edit it out.
Then one day it'll be us that they'll edit out. Oh no.
No. Okay. All right. So, do we need to do any hunting before?
I would like that because I hungry.
Yes.
Do I get to watch Valerie do her thing?
Does she?
Oh god. You fuck. We're gonna have to because we're gonna have to arrive at the same time.
I'll stay in the car.
All right. Okay, so those of you who are hunting, go ahead and give me your hunting rolls.
Sure.
Right.
It's nice to be the one at only one hunger.
So me, it's bro. With streetwise. Okay. All right.
You basically find someone to beat up.
No.
You want to spend a willpower there?
It's really tempting not to, just to be like, fuck it, we ball. And just
can I use my specialty? Sorry.
What's your specialty again?
Grappling.
Yes, you can use your specialty. You can use your specialty.
Ouais, de 5, I guess.
I think I will, though, for the sake of this mission, this plan. I do not want to derail it too much.
Okay.
I think the dice.
Critical success 5.
Okay.
I think the dice have finally let me go.
That would have been bad.
They try to claim me, but I fought against destiny.
I like to call the dice bot Cain because it tries to eat everyone.
Oh no! I have to use the positive version.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Judikael.
Do I have to put the 2 anger? Or
yes, you do have to put your hunger.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. So, Judikael, you are able to wander the streets because you're going to be going with Rex to like in a backup car just in case they need physical backup. But when you go hunt, you manage to find someone that you can take off the side into an alley real quick and are able to just beat them up senseless until you're able to get some blood off of them. And you can. How much hunger are you slaking?
Because I have 2, but I don't know. 2, I'm killing someone? No.
If you take if you slake 2 hunger, you would be killing them. Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm going to take 1.
All
So
right.
so then I will be 1 anger, right?
Yes. Then you will be at 1 hunger.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
All right.
Okay, if you don't mind, for my predator pool, I have to do the positive one since I'm going to be feeding on somebody who's anticipating a fun night. Can I use my specialty drugs to just throw one more dice on that?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta throw one more die.
And Valerie,
It's 3 success.
Avery, go ahead and give me a wits and awareness for when you go. For when you stop the car for Valerie to go hunting real quick. Three successes. With that 3 successes, Rex, you're able to find someone that you can deal what little drugs you have to of your specialty, because I'm imagining you've been hoarding what you have for specific feeding. But yeah,
Yep.
You're able to you're able to deal what little you have to get the blood you need, and I'm assuming you're slaking 1 hunger.
Correct.
Okay. All right, Avery.
2 successes.
2 successes. So you pull over the car and let Valerie out for her to feed real quick before attending this important meeting. And Valerie, what would she see?
I assume River was, if I was going to be feeding, that River would be coming with us,
Yes.
because that's kind of reliant. So I like to imagine that Valerie, currently we just have a situation set up where Valerie goes to this alley or essentially a corner with no camera, essentially just sitting in the darkness, waiting, just motionless, sitting there, as eventually River would be walking along with someone, eventually harassing them, seemingly threatening them to go around this corner, in which River would hold them in place as Valerie kind of leaps out from the shadow and sinks her teeth into their neck.
It's a very menacing side of River you haven't seen before. When assisting his Domitor in feeding.
And once I've gotten my 2 hunger worth of hunger, I use Forget on them, as we would just simply walk away after cleaning up my mess, cleaning up any blood or in the wound on the neck, as we would come back to the car.
Well, at least my food has fun.
Just okay. Just you do what you have to do, right?
I'm not judging you. You're being effective, so am I. But I mean, like, you got your way. I got mine.
Sure.
You guys drive to the motel and park the car for Avery and Valerie to get out. Gwendael and Rex, I'm assuming you're staying in the car being parked nearby?
Mm-hmm.
And just keeping an eye out for things?
Yes, I'm going to follow Rex's steps on this one.
I thought we were going to the asylum to get a pic.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
My bad. All right. So, yeah. Rex and Gwendael, you drive down to the neutral zone to hang out, to go to the asylum.
Right.
So the asylum is very much this industrial-looking nightclub, very grungy. If you've played Bloodlines, you know what I'm talking about. It is peak vampire grunge, and it is bopping for the evening. You do very quickly spot. Very quickly spot Nate in the nightclub that evening, and you do see him with the woman that you got from the Facebook post.
All right. Well, here they are over there.
All right. Let's do it.
So he don't know you. So it might be best if you take the picture or video or whatever, just so that they don't like conspicuously look at us in case he recognizes me offhand.
Right. What I will do is like, I will pretend I take a selfie. You know,
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
and let's do it that way.
All right.
So
First, go ahead and give me a wits and awareness roll to
Wits
see how she is.
All right. We should do that. I do it, right?
Yeah, both of you can do it to
Oh, yeah.
see where this girl is at, drug-wise, or you can do wits and insight.
Insight. I'm going to do wits and insight.
Okay.
What was the first option?
Wits and awareness or wits and insight.
Okay. So looks like it's 2 for me.
2. All right.
I have 2. I have 3.
3. All right.
Mhm.
So you are noticing that the general tone of the nightclub right now, and everyone who is there, they all seem to be having a very good time. Nate, is fucking lost already, and he's lost in the sauce. He is rolling hardcore. His cousin, Jennifer, the girl next to him, you aren't too sure, Rex, because you don't know her personally, so you don't know how she is when when she's high. But Gwendael, with 3 successes, you are able to determine that this young woman that is dancing with the guy that Rex pointed out to you, you determine that Jennifer very much is. She has the telltale. She has a drink in her hand. Her body movement is very sporadic in a sense that, like, you could tell she is very high right now.
Okay, so I will share the information with my colleague over here, and I will ask him. Do you think? I think it's this is the right time to do it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
she seems pretty high. All right. So you know what? We're going to pretend, you and I, that we are having fun, and I'm going to take a selfie of us having fun.
Sure.
Right. Let's do that.
All right, go ahead and give me a wits and stealth roll.
Both of us?
No, specifically Gwendael to basically. Well, if you're wanting to help, you can offer an die assistance. He's just the one handling the camera on the phone.
I'll toss a assistance then.
All right. Wits
and stealth.
Right.
To kind of try to make it inconspicuous.
Woohoo! I am very inconspicuous. 5 successes. Pretty cool.
5 successes with a crit.
Yep.
So you forgot your blood dice.
No.
And that die would be, that last die would have been on a blood dice. So it is a messy crit. So what you can do is you can select to re-roll that first critical, or you can keep it and succumb to your clan compulsion.
I will not succumb, and I will select reroll. Right?
Okay, so select reroll, and then you'd have to choose the first critical success, and then the blank one.
So I'm going to select 1, right?
You select the 1 and the first 10.
And the first 10.
Yes.
All right. And then?
And then go ahead and just enter.
Ah, wait.
If you'd like, I can also.
I believe in you.
There we go. All right, so 3 successes. All right, so you avoided your clan compulsion at the very least. But with 3 successes, you are able to. It's a very busy nightclub. People are kind of just in their own. They're lost in their own sauce. So you're able to take some photos and video of this girl while she's dancing under the guise of selfies. Now we're gonna go ahead and cut to Avery and Valerie. You have arrived at this motel. You are inside one of the hotel rooms. And when you sit there, you wait for a few moments before you get a text message, Valerie, from the number from before, asking what room you are in.
I'll text our room number.
A couple moments later, you hear a knock at the door.
And we'll go and answer it.
I'll just sit on the bed.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go up, answer it, and then just, hello. Nice to see you.
You see a man in his early 30s. At the door, he's got very clean-cut look, brown hair, a little bit of stubble on his face, and you see that he is wearing a white-collared shirt and a suit jacket with jeans tonight. And he steps inside and nods to you both. Miss, I forgot the name again.
Kaylee Tay.
Miss Tay. Miss Tay, I presume?
That's me. It's just my friend. And oh shit, I gotta think about it. You know what? God, wow, that's one thing we didn't think about. Is a fake name for
Chloe.
you. There you go.
Nice to meet you, Miss Agent Glass.
Yes, that's correct. I wasn't aware that there would be someone else here, Miss Tay.
Sorry, it's just I got really scared, and she's my friend, and she's really good at being a lot more outspoken than I am. She sorry, I get really worked up about this. She kind of I'll go over, like, sit down, kind of pretend that I'm calming myself down.
All right, so you see him take a seat at one of those those little tables with the beat up chairs at these motels that are generally like across from the beds.
I do have a thing.
Yes.
I would be blush of lifing, so I know I have to
if
roll.
you are.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and give me your blush of life rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like, I know
Is
I
it
need
just
to
a
be-
rouse check?
It's just a
Yeah, it's
rouse
just a rouse.
check. Okay. All right. So you guys look normal, color-wise. But he sits down and you see him pull out his phone and open up a recording app and just hit the record button on it. All right. Whenever you're ready.
While he's looking down at his phone, I am going to activate awe.
Okay. Yeah, so you see
Also,
him.
while he's looking down, I'm gonna hand over the phone with the image pulled up, because I imagine did we get it already, right? Or no, we didn't get it, did we? The picture.
Gwendael, were you gonna text Avery and Valerie the photos?
Yes, I'm going. As soon as it's ready, I'm going to send everything.
Yeah, so
5G and everything.
all right. So you have received the video, like you've received several photos and video. So you're handing it to Avery?
Yeah, I would have it up with Avery, and then I just give Avery a nod while he's looking down. I sit there meekly.
All right. So he was looking down to hit the record part on his device, and when he looks up, his eyes are immediately drawn to Avery, and he seems a little more fixated on her than before. He kind of blinks and is just like, when you're ready. Seems smiling a little bit more.
Yeah, so my friend here and we've had a little bit of a run-in with the cartel. you know, they like to sorry. I'm looking at their faces and it's throwing me off.
Don't look at them.
Obfuscate both of you.
Invisible.
You know, they have a tendency to just trap people down on their luck.
Okay.
And you know, force us to do a lot of things we don't want to do, drug running or, you know, the like.
All right. Do you have specific names of people who?
No, I do have pictures though.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see those.
Yeah, and she's going to pull up the picture.
And you see, he looks at the photos and immediately you see his face turn into one of dread and a little bit of fear.
It's a video.
Oh yeah, and the video.
Yeah, we're gonna play the video. So, Agent Glass, was it?
He's silent, staring.
Yeah. That's your girlfriend, isn't it?
Go ahead and give me a manipulation and intimidation roll.
I will help in this regard.
I'm gonna.
How are you
Mugging him.
helping?
I guess at this point, my meek, like how I'm showing myself meekly, I just kind of sit up straight, no longer just a soft-spoken individual. Although I say, I think you got that is your partner, isn't it?
Okay.
And it's just that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Just
cold bitch stare.
Cold bitch.
Yeah,
stare.
cold bitch stare.
Next to okay. So yeah.
So if
And
I
then
hit,
sudden personality change.
Go ahead, Izumi.
all right, in theory I know how the blood surge thing works, but
So whenever you make a blood surge roll, you are assigning that dice bonus to an attribute for the scene. And if you get hungrier, it applies after the first roll that you're making with this blood surge.
okay. So manipulation, intimidation with a blood surge. I assume that my awe does not fit into this war, beautiful, because this is.
Awe would not fit into this because this is an intimidation tactic.
Can I be scarily pretty in this moment?
No.
Okay.
If you had Daunt, it would have. I would have.
Oh, I know. Like at
But
this moment, I'm
is
like
an
kicking
awe
myself.
moment. This is an awe moment.
Only
I mean, this is
if
a
only he was
Daunt
scared of
moment, not an awe
pretty
moment.
people.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay. With potential
could always
bestial
willpower.
failure. Did you want to spend a willpower?
Sure.
Okay.
If you do fail, that would be rather bad.
3 successes.
No.
Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it in the dice roller too.
Isn't there more like Avery? No, stop breaking their spine. Not again.
I'm at 3 hunger now. She'd probably just, eat him.
Like the one time Valerie's like, let's take the lead. I trust in you, and you fucking you frenzy and just kill him.
3 successes is still 3 successes. Thank you very much.
I know. I believe in you. Oh,
see, I win with
I
one.
I tried crit fishing for him. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I can crit fish. All right.
She wants to kill us.
If funny enough, he would just kept that original roll, he would have been fine.
I know, but I wanted to crit fish and really mess you up. I got cocky.
So yeah, Agent Glass, this is your girlfriend. Oh, what's her name? Jennifer Green.
What do you want?
Oh, $50 million of cocaine.
So you're with them. All right.
Hey, we all have to answer to someone.
Yeah, we do.
I'll just kind of motion over to the phone, you know. Just for you, Avery. Just kind of, you know, it's your specialty here.
I'm not putting down or picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, it's good. It's Valerie. It's just when she sees you're not getting it, Valerie just kind of doesn't matter. Just nod for you to continue on.
So, this is what we need you to do. And I'm totally going to tell all the plan that we discussed earlier because I totally remember it.
The road block or rerouting you're talking about?
Yeah.
Maybe just that part of the plan specifically?
Yeah.
So you're wanting me to reroute the truck?
That's right.
What guarantees do I have that this blackmail won't go away?
Do you have a guarantee that it won't go away or will go away?
Won't or will go away. That's a big distinction. All right, yes, Valerie, I won't go away. You mean that it will just that be leaked anyways, or that it won't? That the blackmail will somehow dissipate into the ether? Which one are you asking?
Either.
Here? Well, I can guarantee that this blackmail won't be going anywhere because I will have a copy of it ready for the news to pick up, and I'm sure that they will love the information that a DA officer's girlfriend and even their related family member are both druggies. Isn't that ironic?
She's not.
I'm sure
she's
they'll
not a
eat that
druggie.
up.
She hasn't. How do I?
Oh, she looks pretty high to me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what she is. It doesn't matter what she looks like, and that's what she looks like to everyone else in this image.
Oh, and you have pictures of yourself with her. And I'm sure you've taken her to work events, met your family.
Go ahead and give me a wits and insight roll, guys.
Oh, my favorite. It's not my favorite.
Is he about to tell a lie?
No.
Or try to? Okay, I'm just
It's a demeanor
fishing for
thing.
it. Okay.
Oh my God, 3 successes.
Okay.
I shoot and I score.
My pool is 3 and my hunger is 3.
You can always just not roll.
Or take
That's
half.
an option. Or take.
I'll take half.
All right. So just Valerie. You see him. You catch it when his eye goes to the phone that is still recording and is getting this whole conversation.
Avery,
Yeah,
knowing
no.
that has to be a bit more direct with this, but are you going to crush the phone at this
yes,
point?
and I'll take his phone. I'll stop the recording and delete it, and then I'm gonna keep his phone until after we're done here.
I could have you two arrested. You know that, right?
Wouldn't be my first time.
And after that, your whole career, everything you built up to this point goes in shambles.
I'm also the guy that brought in $50 million worth of cocaine from the
Oh, and you're going to be the same guy that hands it right back.
And also another point of, you don't even have the recording at this point. You're just it's just your word against our word, which could be a really long and lengthy trial, which it'll be plenty of time for your reputation to get put absolutely through the mud. And what's to say that even your partner's going to be okay after that? I mean, just saying, aren't you concerned for her safety too, and how that would look on her and what's going to happen to her?
Valerie,
I mean, we have your girlfriend's name. We know what she looks like. We know who she's related to. That's me giving Valerie a help if it's an intimidation roll.
It is a manipulation and intimidation roll. And yes, you can add veiled threats, Valerie.
Oh my god, you know me so well.
Just
I'm
'cause
gonna
I may or
bluster
may
'cause
not have all of your sheets pulled up right now.
I'm going to arouse because I like doing that. Let's see. That's a help as well, so it's 6 total. No, got sent to another server somehow.
Oops.
Jay, you better have a reroll.
I do. I have a lot of willpower. It's so funny.
Sometimes the dice are just dicks.
I'll use a willpower reroll to
Am I
failures,
free?
but that's so funny. I'm sorry. I had to take a moment just to acknowledge that's so funny it was. That was just for the audience here. That was 8 dice, and all of them came up failure. There was nothing.
Sometimes the dice are just dicks, and Kane's an asshole.
1 6. That's actually really funny. If we
Can
rolled
I-
3 of them, I only got 1. That's so
Can
funny.
I go ahead and roll?
No, because he.
Yeah, I
because
know.
Valerie, because she took the help action from you.
That is actually so funny.
So
It would only been funnier if I got a bestial failure.
So you see him just stand straighten up and look you directly in the eye, Valerie. I've dealt with people like you before.
I told you you weren't intimidating.
Dealt with people like you before, and it'll be a 5-minute news piece on television, in the papers, on social media. It's fine. They'll forget it when I bring in the big name.
Oh, okay. You'll be doing that as a poor, heartbroken soul.
Actually, Avery, you have his phone, right?
I do have his phone.
And I'm actually still staring me in the eye that you've never dealt with anyone like me before.
Yeah, he's
I
still
think you
looking
should
in the
text
eye.
your. I think you should text your girlfriend that you can't keep covering for her like this anymore. And I'm gonna use dominate on him.
So are you mesmerizing him?
Yeah, that mesmerizing him to text his girlfriend that he can't keep covering for her like this.
Okay. Go ahead.
Of course, you hold on to the phone, right, Avery? Just hold on to the phone while I text it. And you can take it back, and you can have that. But that's a good old pool there. Is he expecting this? Or because I don't think I have to roll if he's just unsuspecting mortal.
He's an
right?
unsuspecting mortal. He does not know you are kindred.
Get dunked on.
So you just have to do a rouse check.
And you know me, I'm great at those. On top.
So he, without thinking about it, goes to the phone and starts typing. I can't keep covering for you like this. And Valerie, you see him kind of look at his phone and look at himself, like why he did that. And Avery, you feel the phone. So Gwendael and Rex, you are keeping an eye on the situation. You see this girl suddenly pull out her phone and look at the screen in confusion, and you see her start texting. And Avery, you feel the phone vibrate in your hand, like you hear the iPhone alert, ding. She says, and the text just says, "What do you mean?"
But I'll just say, Avery, you should take out that phone and take a screenshot of that part of the message of can't keep covering for her.
Sure.
And send it to our phone, please. Or at least the burner we have.
Right. I was gonna be like,
That's what I meant, burner.
Yeah. So screenshot, send it to burner phone.
Okay. Yeah, you send the phone, the image through his phone, and Gwendael.
I would like to specifically note that we're trying to do so, like cropping out the second what she responds with. So like, we're just gonna screenshot the message. I can't keep covering for you like this part up. You know what I mean? I don't want her to include the part of asking what she's talking about. So like scroll up a little bit in the chat.
So
then just do it.
I'm confused. I thought you were screenshotting photos to her.
Oh, so it's sending the image of
Her
her.
partying too. That's what is that not what you're doing?
Yeah, you know what? I will do that because that's not with my idea, but now you gave me that idea. and I
That's a better
appreciate that.
idea. Send her pictures that we have over. Sure. Cropping out Rex and Gwendael as best as I can.
Yeah.
Well, it's facing.
Imagine
the
they
other
already
way.
were.
So
Okay.
Yeah, it was like you do a selfie except the camera's facing the other way.
Okay.
Oh, like that, yeah.
Okay. So Gwendael and Rex, you see her all of a sudden start looking up and looking around, just like very deliriously, and like starts stumbling around looking concerned and worried.
And with Rex, I'm going to head to the bar
And
to get a drink.
And Avery, on your end, you see another text message on your end saying, I'm there right now. These people are watching me right now.
Well, yeah, I guess we will let him. I'll actually let him see that part. You should let him see that part.
Yeah, I do.
And you see you see the blood drain from his face. So now you're threatening my girlfriend?
Yeah. We're gonna get this, whether one way or another. And
Doesn't matter. This could be at least. Oh, sorry. Go on.
This is only the tip of the iceberg that we know about you, Agent Glass. We'll start with your girlfriend, but we can move on to your family.
Oh, I'll move the route. I'll move the route.
Good boy.
And we'll have to stay in contact, of course. We'll be keeping in touch. After all, things keep going smoothly. Nothing to worry about.
He doesn't say anything. He's just looking furious down at his hands crossed on his lap.
And Avery is going to take screenshots of the actual conversation that on the phone, like the text messages, and send it to our burner phone for make sure that he knows that we still have dirt on him if he tries to do anything.
Can I have my phone back?
I delete the message thread, I guess, and hand it back to him.
Why would you don't delete it? I mean, it's still good to have. It's his phone.
We have it.
That's a good reminder for him.
Oh, you're right. Then can I not delete it?
Okay. That's fine.
We retcon.
That's fine. All right. You hand him back his phone, and he takes it in a slightly shaken hand and puts it in his pocket. We're moving it next week. We were going to take, let me pull up the bridge name. We were going to take the Courtney Campbell Causeway Trail over to Tampa. Drugs were being transported from St. Pete to Clearwater, picking up the Clearwater shipment, going to Tampa from there.
That's the road I was talking about. Yeah, let's go.
How would you like me to redirect it?
We're going to need you to. Let's see. Let me think about this. Are you capable of redirecting it further down the road and make it take a slightly out of the way turn to get to a bit more private of an area to get towards that street? Further up, a little bit up north, maybe traveling along Drew Street, just so, say it's a safety reason or something like that.
Yeah, I can get them to go there.
And if you can, shit, I'm trying to see what this street looks like. There's a really minor side street by the name of North Bayview Avenue. Yeah. If you can get them to turn down there, that looks like out of the way.
Which one?
It's like a really minor street, like on near the end of the road, or you take a right again. You have to zoom in to find it. That's how small it is.
Okay.
Next to the church.
I'll look at it more in detail throughout the week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to.
But he'll nod, and he'll look between you two. Can I leave now?
And then she'll just say, "You wouldn't be having any sort of wire or anything on you, right?"
I can check.
Okay, go ahead and give me a wits and dexterity and investigation to pat him down.
Are you better? What's your dexterity looking like?
I have 1 dot in dexterity and 1 dot in investigation.
You might want to help me out because I'm gonna be a bit better.
I'm gonna help Valerie out. Actually, I'll hold his coat.
Okay.
I can't rouse it again, right?
You can.
Or if I do,
if it's for a different attribute, you just have you have to rouse if you're assigning it to a different attribute.
Yeah, I'm still a hunger 1. I'm gonna keep riding the line here.
Ride the line.
So I'm getting help pool 5. Observe. I'm a willpower again.
Okay.
A willpower. 4 successes.
4 successes. You confidently give him a very thorough pat down to the point that it's almost uncomfortable for him. He's usually on the on the end of patting people down, not receiving it. But the only thing that you're able to get is the concealed weapon that he had under his jacket in the pat down. You are confident he is not wearing a wire.
It's not comfortable, is it?
Squeeze. But just remember, even if you were to deal with any sort of capacity, you still have people watching closely, people around you. So if you get any bold moves trying to stop us, just know people around you will suffer. And that story is going to get out to the news. You don't want that. So take care. We'll hopefully be seeing you soon.
You see him move towards the door and leave the door slamming as he walks out.
That was fun.
That was actually
that was great.
And Gwendael and Rex, on your end, you are seeing this woman on the phone now. And you see that she looks distressed and talking rapidly, babbling almost. You can't make out the words because of the music in the club, but you do see that she looks panicked and distraught over whatever just transpired. So you feel
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you feel confident that whatever happened worked.
Well, I think that's our mission is done here. Looks like it was a success.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's not worth it staying around.
No.
You all leave your respective locations, accomplish that you have achieved your goal of getting one step closer to accomplishing this task set to you by Sebastian De Leon. And that is where we're going to end our session tonight. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for St. Pete by Night Don't Get Caught. We really appreciate having you here. Make sure to check out our After Dark stream this Saturday, where our beloved host Kent will be either talking about lore or having a guest on. That's the thing about pre-records. We don't know what's going to happen, but we do know that Bloody Strings will be also airing an episode on Sunday at 8 p.m. EST, and on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Rage Across Tampa, our werewolf Chronicle here at St. Pete by Night, and we just have a bunch of fun stuff going on. We even have a little secret thing going on where if we could potentially maybe get some more followers, maybe we can have our beloved web wizard Kyrie do a special little chronicle set with our Uncle Fang's gang, where the storytellers finally get to be subjected to some torment for once, so that way we can't we don't take it out on our players. But thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week. Bye.
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 Au revoir.
This has been a St. Petersburg by Night production. Don't Get Caught is produced in agreement with the World of Darkness and Dark Pack. The storyteller for Don't Get Caught is Nikki, also known as Crafty Mirage. Tonight's characters were voiced by Jay, Krazaz, Izumi, and Judikael. Visit our website at stpbynight.com for more information about all of our productions and how you can become part of our community. Thank you for listening. Until next time, fangs, stakes, and claws out.